Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Michael Christie coming to you with some tips about how to stay safe and not only stay safe, how to deal with tension that might arise at home because of quarantine, corona tension. This quarantine has caused us all to have some um, cabin fever. We all want to get out the house. We want to walk around. It's part of our new human makeup to want that, to feel that. And then we are doing things we don't normally do. So we're in a space that is probably more crowded than normal, or at least for longer periods of time. When everybody were going to work or school, you might have had some space at home. Now we're all clustered together in the house. And one of two things will happen. We will draw closer together and learn how to be with each other and be closer to other and figure out how to live together. Or tension arises because people are just frustrated because the lack of space and not really paying attention to that. What that's the need, that they need some space and some personal time. And there's some ways that we can cultivate that so we're not getting on each other's nerves and we're getting the best of corona and not allowing the corona to get the best of us. And so what are some of the tips that we can do? One, recognize that that's what's happening, that we are in an unusual time, that tensions might be high. And so if someone is frustrated or irritated, before you get sucked into the vortex of their frustration, pause, take a breath, and notice that maybe they're frustrated because of the lack of space, that we're all kind of clustered together. Two, acknowledge that whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling anxious, frustrated, annoyed, um, pay attention to that. Many of us struggle to know what we feel, and so it's important for you to realize that's how you feel and to express it to those around you. If you're not in the mood because you're feeling irritated, to tell others around you that you're irritated, you're frustrated, and if you know why, to kind of share with why if you can. If it's about space and about the sense of harmony, the sense of ease, then you express that. And maybe folks who can get together with you and make some arrangements for you to have some space. Maybe some time alone to watch your own favorite show without the fight for the remote and to see who's going to dominate the remote and control. And that's another thing. Three is to kind of share the space, right? If there's only one main TV in the house, or uh, uh, that we are sharing that space and sharing time in the remote and having all that are amongst you having an opportunity to feel like they have a choice and some control to select what movie, what event they might watch on the television. And give your kids a little ease when it comes to finding escape. I know that most parents don't like their children to have too much time on YouTube and watching all these videos and playing all these games, and I think we should still monitor all those things, but to have some compassion, that might be one way for them to manage being quarantined together. The other thing that I would um, like to share, another tip, is to just show some empathy. That we're all going through this really challenging time together, and to show some empathy with each other as we kind of navigate this space. And then find things you like to do together. In the house, card games, board games, playing spades, or if you're a card family, or Trouble, maybe not Trouble, some other kind of board game, Monopoly, some other things, charades, just things that you can do together as a family that is fun. Watch a funny movie together, not something necessarily tense and scary and full of tension, but something that you can all laugh about. Laughter is good for the soul in these very challenging time. And then as a family, when you're feeling kind of boxed in, go outside in the backyard. If If you have a backyard that you can go to, however big or small it might be. And if there's none, take a walk together as a family down the street and back if you're able to do that. But just making the space and the time for you to, most importantly, just recognize these are challenging times and that folks might get a little short-tempered and irritated by being together, and realize and recognize when you have the sense and the need for some space, and it's created. You have the power to create some space. So that's what I wanted to share with you this morning. May the Lord bless you and keep you and show you grace and favor during this challenging season. Amen.